Hey everybody, and welcome to Restaurant Recipe Recreations, a channel dedicated in teaching you how to create your favorite signature dishes from the most popular restaurants. Lately, I have been getting a lot of requests from my viewers to highlight more sweets and desserts from popular restaurants. And I will admit that sweets are not really my thing. I'm more of a savory person, but I get it. So this is my first dessert video. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to recreate the double chocolate fudge Coca-Cola cake from the Cracker Barrel restaurant. According to the popular food and restaurant website, delish.com, this double chocolate fudge Coca-Cola cake is the 5th best restaurant dessert in the country. And what this cake is a made from scratch chocolate cake that actually does have Coke in it, and then it's topped with a fudge and Coca-Cola frosting. And while desserts are not really my thing, I will say that this dessert is to die for. Serve it with a little bit of vanilla ice cream and it's fantastic. The Cracker Barrel is an American chain concept that combines both gift shop and restaurant with a Southern country theme. They are popular and well known for their massive oversized rocking chairs that they feature on the front porch of the restaurant and the gift shop, which are also for sale. And because Cracker Barrels are always found at the interstate exits and are designed to appeal to road trippers and travelers, it always made me wonder, like, who is buying these massive rocking chairs? And then what do you do with it once you buy it? Do you just tie it under the roof of your car like the Griswolds and put your Aunt Edna up there and drive through the Smoky Mountains? I mean, what do you do with it at that point? If you've ever purchased a rocking chair from a Cracker Barrel, then write it in the comments section below and let me know how you got it home. Okay, everybody, let's get into this video. I'm going to teach you how to recreate the Cracker Barrel double chocolate fudge Coca-Cola cake. But before we do, everybody, I would like to ask that if you are enjoying this channel, if you find it fun, if you find it entertaining, and if I'm giving you value by teaching you how to recreate your favorite signature dishes from the most popular restaurants, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. And if you like this video, you can hit the like button too, because of course it helps me with YouTube, but it does help me to know what my viewers are interested in. All right, let's do this. In this video today, I'm going to use my stand mixer. If you don't happen to have a stand mixer, then just a very large bowl with an old-fashioned hand mixer will work just fine too. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you every step of the way. We're going to start by making the cake. I'm going to show you how to do the frosting, and then we're going to come back here and we're going to serve it up with some vanilla ice cream. Okay, the first thing that you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees on convection bake if you happen to have that feature. Otherwise, just regular 350 will do. And either in your stand mixer or a large stainless steel bowl, you're going to add 2 cups of granulated sugar. That's my oven telling me that it's preheated. Every appliance in my house, whether it's an LG or a Samsung or a Bosch, sings me a little song when it tells me that it's ready. It's kind of cheerful. And then next, you're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And because baking is such an exact science, you really do want to make sure that these amounts are exact. So feel free to use a leveler as well. So 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour. Go ahead and mix that on low. And then in either a small saucepan or a pot, we're going to add 1 stick of unsalted butter, 1 cup of Coca-Cola, a half of a cup of vegetable oil, and 1/3 of a cup of Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder. And while the butter is melting, just make sure that you gently stir these ingredients around so that they get well blended and well incorporated. Now you do want to make sure that this mixture comes to a simmer or a low boil because you want to make sure that the Hershey's cocoa powder has an opportunity to dissolve in the liquid. And now once your chocolate mixture has come to a simmer, you're going to go ahead and add it into the flour and the sugar slowly. And make sure to scrape the bottom of the pan so that you get all of the chocolate syrup out. And then put this on a medium mix for about a minute. While this is mixing, we're going to add 2 eggs, a half of a cup of cultured whole milk buttermilk, 1 leveled teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. While this is mixing, I have here an 8.5 by 11-inch baking dish, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the bottom and the sides. Okay, this batter looks great. It looks like it's ready to go. So go ahead and take out your whisk and gently fill your baking dish. And then you want to put this mixture into your oven at 350 for about a half an hour, depending on your altitude and the calibration of your oven. But we're going to start with a half an hour, and then at the half an hour point, we're going to put a toothpick in the center When the toothpick comes out clean, it's ready to go. So while this is in the oven, I'm going to show you how to make the frosting. Starting again with your stainless steel bowl, make sure that it's clean and dry. We're going to add 3 cups of powdered sugar. And now back to your saucepan or small pot, making sure that it's cleaned and dry from the first round. We're going to add 1/2 of a stick of unsalted butter. And back to using the Coke, we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of Coke, 1/4 of a cup of the Hershey's cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. Now, although it's not in this recipe, one thing that you can add, and frankly, I kind of recommend, is you can add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of chili powder. I know it may sound strange, but chili and chocolate are an absolutely perfect combination, and in fact is used a lot in Mexican cooking. While it won't make the frosting spicy, the chili really enhances the flavor of chocolate and gives the chocolate an extra layer of depth and richness. But now that we have these ingredients in for the frosting, go ahead and melt and reduce, and we're going to do that on the lowest heat setting. So this won't take long. You're going to want to stay by it and continue to stir because we don't have the volume of the ingredients that we did like when we were making the cake batter. Once the butter is completely melted and you have this nice rich chocolate fudge-like consistency, you're going to want to quickly go ahead and put it into the 3 cups of powdered sugar. And again, using your whisk, making sure that it is dry and clean from the cake batter, and put it on a low setting. Okay, the cake just came out of the oven and it looks beautiful, it smells delicious. Mine ended up being in the oven at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. You know, everybody's oven is a little bit different. So start with 30 minutes and then just keep checking it every 2 or 3 minutes. We're going to frost this cake while it's hot. We're not going to let the cake cool down because the hot cake actually causes the frosting to sort of melt over the top and create this incredible glaze. So as I said, while the cake is hot, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pour this frosting over the top and then quickly spread it all over the cake. So before we slice it and serve it, we're gonna set it off to the side and let it cool for about 35 to 40 minutes. So as I mentioned before, I don't even really like sweets, but I gotta tell you, this dessert ends up just being amazing. It's this light and decadent cake, and the frosting on top becomes like almost like a chocolate crust. I mean, it's just to die for. And also made with the pride and joy of Atlanta, Coca-Cola. Before you start your 2021 diet, you might want to go ahead and make this cake first and then start your diet after everybody's eaten the cake. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode, everybody. I hope that you enjoy all of my episodes. To be notified of all of my upcoming videos, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Pinterest. And also you can hit that little YouTube notification bell, and that will notify you of my upcoming videos as well. And if you would like me to feature a restaurant or a recipe, go ahead and drop it in the comments section. But until I see you again, everybody, make it an awesome, awesome day. Cheers. Love you.